Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday and sometimes extras like this one. This is the Whitney English 2021 planner and some accessories, which I'm really excited to share with you because she has changed some things in this planner from my last review of the 2020 planner. She's upgraded the paper in here and made some other changes, which I personally am really happy about. I am loving some of these accessories. You guys, I have been writing with this $9 pen on the constant since I got it, and I absolutely love it. It is ballpoint, but it feels like gel, and it writes just so well. And the feel of this pen in hand and the way that it rolls in and out really easily, I just really like this pen for $9 because I feel like the other planner companies that have similar pens, they are a lot more than $9. This one is beautiful, feels great in hand, and honestly, I have been writing with it more than any of the other planner company pens. Like when I tried it out, I was like, I really like this. I left it on my desk, and then it just became the pen that I kept grabbing. So for $9, I actually think it's a good bargain or makes an amazing gift during this gifting season. It comes in a hard box, and this is your presentation, and it is just in these two little loops. It looks beautiful, positioned in there. And so, like I said, makes a perfect gift and writes really well. So I think that's like a bargain compared to, like I said, the other prices with other planner companies. So that's the pen, and I highly recommend it. We're going to get to the rest of the accessories. Obviously, I just loved the pen so much, I wanted to mention it. But we're going to jump into the planner first, which comes in a new box. This box is also different from my last 2020 review of the Whitney English planner. So this is the Whitney English planner. It's the week on one page planner. So it's kind of nicknamed by her WOOP, week on one page. This is the way it comes in your box, except it is all wrapped up in like shrink wrap and bubble wrap, and I have taken all of that out. But you get a little card and a little note from Whitney when you purchase your planner, and it is very well protected. And this box is meant to be a keepsake. It matches whatever cover you pick, which I think is pretty amazing because most planner companies that have a box, they just, you have one box and you have the same box for all your planners. This box matches your planner, and it looks like a book sitting on your bookshelf. And, it is meant to be somewhere your planner goes back to and is kept when you are done. But if you don't store your planners and need it for that, it can just be a great little storage box for cards, for, programs, for kid keepsakes, for anything like that. I really do like the look of her box. There's like a magnet that is in here that keeps the lid shut down, and it is a very cute little box the way it's designed to look like a book. That is your keepsake box, and then you have your planner. The planners for 2021 come in 3 beautiful covers, all in her really clean and crisp, color scheme with the blues. What I want to mention is one of my favorite features, and then we'll get back to the cover, is that the inside end pages are different for each one of her covers, and they are designed to match the cover, of course, and coordinate with it, but they're different. So most planners, the inside end pages, if you think of other companies, are all the same color. Even if they have amazing, gorgeous covers, the inside pages are the same. I love that these coordinate and that they're different. And I would almost pick my planner based on this, based on what you want to look at all the time while you're writing in your planner, because I see the inside of my planner more than I see the outside of my planner. But I think this gingham is gorgeous. It has little notes of gold foiling on the front there. It is made to look like a book so that it looks beautiful sitting in a shelf. And I'll talk about the way the cover folds back and my feelings on that. And so your coil is protected within that book bound element, but it is still on a coil. And then you just have Whitney's little logo there for her company, and that is the back on the gingham one. On the inside, they have one on the inside that is just with this beautiful blue floral on the inside. I'm not sure why I didn't go with that one, but I do like the calming look of the pinstripes, of just the gold pinstripes. That's all gold foiling, because that is what I would be looking at most time, and it coordinates really well with the gold coil. It's just beautifully crafted. This planner is $69. It is a full year of weekly planning. It comes with a really big accordion pocket here up front. I have to say this is one of the best pockets I have looked at recently. It is big as in width, but it It is also wide as in how much you can fit in here. And I like the little edge there, which I just think it will hold in things well. And it's fat. Like I said, you can put a lot of paper in there. And then that is your book bound element. So the way you would fold back your planner, let's say you're working in it, let's just get right into this. You would fold it flat all the way this way. And this one hasn't been worked in a whole lot on that spine. So I believe it would stay a little more easily flat once you work it in, because you would be folding it back like all the time. This is the way your planner is going to look if you didn't want it completely open when you're writing in it. Personally, my one qualm with this planner is that I wish it didn't have this book bound element. I would like just a normal coil on here. And so you don't have this edge hanging over, because no matter which way you flip it, you have an edge hanging over. And it just doesn't feel quite as portable in hand. I mean, it's a very lightweight, small planner. And that's one thing I love about it. It's a smaller coil, it's a more lightweight planner, and yet there is so much room in here for so many lists. I really love almost everything about this planner. I really wish it was just a normal cover with the coil showing. Now, some of you might not feel that way. Maybe if you're throwing it in a bag, you really love that your coil is protected, or you really just love the look of it this way. So let me know your feelings on that book bound element with the coil, because it is so unique. And that might be one of the features that some of you just absolutely love. And it's the one feature that I wish was changed. So I would really like to hear your thoughts on that. So here is your title page. There's not really a place to write your name in there. You could make it a nameplate page. Then there is a letter from Whitney in here to you. And they talk about their mission for her company to take you from burnout to beautiful, overwhelmed to organized, messy to meaningful, chaos to confidence, flustered to focused, and busy to balanced. Then you go into Whitney explaining to you what she envisioned when making this planner, how she would use each section, and talking about the week on one page format features. And then she's going to take you through talking about her heart goals. Her heart goals revolve around the 5 basic human needs that we all have. She takes you through talking about those. So the H is for help yourself, the E is for empower yourself, the A is for all your people, the R is for resources and responsibilities, and the T is trade and talent. She talks about each one of those categories over here, and she takes you through why she developed this particular goal system. And then you go into the 5 lists. She has 5 important lists in this planner: the dream list, the master list, the project list, the daily list, and the leftover list. So you can read about her list strategy there and what she recommends. And then how to plan your day, the steps that she goes through thinking about as she's planning her day out. Then you have holidays, and you have year at a glance, 2021 here, your Saturday and Sunday. It is a Monday start right here. And on your monthlies, it is a Monday start also. So that is something to note. Monday start and Saturday and Sunday are shaded right here. So your weekends are together in your year at a glance. Then you come to the list that she was talking about, your dream list, your master list. Your master list has 2 pages. Then you go to your monthly, and there are a lot more lists at the back. We will get to those. You go through your monthly heart goals check-in. For every single month, you have one of these. What worked in each category, what didn't work, what next steps need to be scheduled for the upcoming month. Her heart goals she really talks about it's like, what does the best version of me look like? And how can I move forward thinking about a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis in order to get closer to that version? So she talks about how you check in each month on those different categories. I like that she has a goal system in here, but that it is not too extensive and too complicated, because I've mentioned in other videos before, some people, want a more extensive goal setting system and check-in in their planner. Some people even use a separate goal planner for that. And you could definitely use a separate goal planner with this if you wanted more, but it also can work on its own as just a really simple goal check-in system. And then you go straight into your month. This page feels the same as your other pages, but I don't think you're going to have any problem with any tear. This paper has been upgraded to 120 GSM, and I did do a pen test in here. 120 GSM equals 81 pound. So they upgraded their paper big time. It feels completely different. I knew when I received this planner, before I even checked what was the upgraded paper, I knew it was upgraded. It feels amazingly thick. You can hear that. Here is my entire pen test with all my mild liners. And if you look here, hardly anything is showing through. Nothing is bleeding through, and there is very little ghosting. So that is what your pen test looks like on this new 100 GSM paper, which equates to 81 pounds. Now let's go back. Your monthly tab opens to your monthly view, which you guys know I always love in a planner. Every single page in this planner is numbered. That's also a big plus in my book because she has an index in the back, and I'll show you that. But I love that the pages are numbered because there are so many lists in this planner, so much room for note taking and lists. It will be nice to be able to index where things are, where a certain list is, or doctor's notes if you need to go back to it. I love that aspect. I just really also like her font on a personal level. I enjoy the look of her font and her clean aesthetic look to her planner. Now, on her monthly layout, she has used a huge amount of space for a header. And if you have followed me for any amount of time, then you know I would probably say, well, I would like to bump this up a little bit, make the header smaller, and give me a little bit more room in my boxes here. But that's just always me. I'm always going for using the page real estate, but I do like the look of this page. It's beautiful. Monday start on your monthly calendar, and of course Monday start on your weekly pages too. She has these little caricatures drawn in for different holidays. I love that she did them herself, but when we get to some of the other months, I will show you, like if you're not Christian, you know, there is baby Jesus drawn in on Christmas Day. You do have a Christmas tree. So some of you may not be really fond of that. So I wanted to make sure to point that out. I personally like it, but I realize that not everyone has the same beliefs that I do. Then you have a note section for every month. I love how your monthly boxes are lined. If you've heard me before, I love lines in my monthly boxes. It just helps me fit more in the monthly box when it's lined. I'm able to write smaller and fit more with the lines to guide me. They're tiny little dots on your lines there, if you want to look closely at that. I'm a fan of the lined monthly boxes. Then you go into your weekly spreads. Her same little caricature drawings are on the holidays on your weekly spread also. So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and you see your holidays are labeled right next to the number of the day. Let's look at a week that doesn't have anything on it. We will pick August. Here is how your week flows. Monday through Sunday, it's easy to just look down and see. Appointments would go on the left side, so your appointments just stand out. Boom, they're right there. Then your to-dos for the day, now you only have 4. So you can't assign or schedule yourself too much. Maybe those are your top 4 for the day. And then you have your weekly list over here to work from, which I'm a huge fan because I have a weekly list going in some sort all the time. You have lines to create a label for each one of your lists. So I could have like personal, work, errands or to buy, and then like my kids list, or you could even have a grocery list on part of this. If you didn't need 4 different lists for the week, it might be a grocery list. So there's all kinds of ideas for ways to use that. Your meal plans could also go in like the bottom line of your appointments, unless you needed all those lines for appointments. So these are just the things that I've thought of. You do have a little margin up here to write a goal or a quote for the week. And this margin would kind of be used up by your list headers. I love having the tick off circles. I love being able to look at your whole week and then look at everything that you need to place in that week and being able to view it kind of categorized off to the side there. When you get to the end of your month, that is when you have your monthly heart goals check-in. And then this has been changed. You didn't have this placement last year, and I won't go really into that because if you don't have last year's, then you don't know anything about it, and they're not being made that way anymore. But this is greatly improved, the placement of this. Now you have a whole nother list opposite your monthly heart goals check-in. So you can do your goal check-in, and then you can have room for a monthly list. So if you want to have categories for your month, you're able to have that monthly list there, and that is hooked to your monthly tabbed page. And then you open up and you have your month, and there's your cute little Labor Day flag drawn in. And that is how your flag looks on Labor Day, and then Labor Day is written in. So that is the flow of this planner. At the end of every month, you have your heart goals check-in. Then you have your list for that month. You go into your monthly layout. Look how cute that pumpkin is for Halloween. It kind of has a scrapbookish feel, but in a very clean planner. You just have those cute little things of color thrown in there. So that is the flow of your planner. And when you get to the end, you get all kinds of goodies. So Thanksgiving, you have a turkey. Black Friday, you have a sale sticker. I know there is, let's see, other religious ones might be Easter. It says Easter and there's an egg. Then you have at the very end, you have your Christmas. At the end of December, you have just another list page thrown in on the back. No pages wasted. And then you have her 93 list ideas. So if you're not sure how to utilize some of these extra lists, she is giving you ideas about 93 ways you could make lists. Your note section is a big tab, and in your note section is just a whole bunch of room for lists. If I counted correctly, I believe there's 13 note pages in this section with 4 lists per page, and she has given you those 93 list ideas. But this is just a great place throughout the year to keep ongoing lists, for house stuff, for kids stuff, for Christmas gifts, just constant ongoing lists. This is a great place to keep that. Then you have a reference section. So this is more than a planner. It is like the tool for your life. And you can reference everything in here. She says this reference section is kind of to be used for what her ideas were for contacts, phone numbers, birthdays, anniversaries, account numbers, passwords, make a list of medical providers, your insurance information, budget, savings plans, favorite recipes. It's just in a 3-column format made for just quick lists. But if you don't want to use it in 3 columns, I like how there is no line down the column. You can just write all the way across here and just use it as a longer list that way, or use 2 columns together and then you have 1 slim column. So there's a lot of ways you can use that. That's about 9 pages in there. And then you have your index section. As you're going throughout your planner and you make notes of things, this is where you can make note of the page and what information was on that page. I love that she added this section and that she added the page numbers. And of course, it's not meant for that you need to index every single list you make, just the important list that you think you need to go back to. Of course, there's no wrong way to ever use your planner or any section in your planner. It's however works best for you. I'm always just throwing my ideas out there or kind of how I interpret things. But of course, I always say, use your planner how it works best for you. Don't use it based on how you think it's supposed to be used or how you see people using their planner on Instagram or whatnot. So that is the planner. Let's run through the accessories real quickly now. They sent me 2 of their beautiful notebooks. I believe they have 3 different designs. These are only $9. They coordinate with their planners and they fit perfectly in this really wide pocket here. So look how beautiful that looks in here. You can stick your notebook and it fits all the way down. I mean, that's a reason why they made the pocket so wide. And your planner still shuts really well and even has room to spare. Like it's not bulging out or anything. So it was meant to be able to hold this notebook. So if there is not enough list room in here, you can fit a notebook in here and make lists. You can make notes. You can make shopping lists and meal plans, whatever you need to use these little notebooks for. They are coated in something where water will not be absorbed in. I just love this blue floral design. It's beautiful. So you have a nice thick cover and then you go straight into it's just lined pages with light blue lines, which actually goes with her color scheme. You have 24 sheets in here, which makes it 48 pages. And you have 23 lines per page and it is only $9. It is a stapled notebook. It will lay completely flat once you have opened it. Has rounded corners. These are 8.25 by 6. I love this option to slip into your planner, or if you just need a notebook for something else, they are beautiful. She has a whole bunch of notepad options, and she does have a bundle pack of these notepads where you can get them at a discount price. But if you buy them one at a time, they are $11 each on their own. Now, we don't have the paperweight on these notepads or on these little notebooks. It does say that these are ECRU paper, ECRU. I'm not familiar with that, and I might not even be saying it right. This one is a morning and evening notepad. These have 50 pages each. They have a cardboard backing there that is white on the back, and you have these nice brass brads in here with gold accents. So it's just kind of a really cute look with the brads in there. Then every page is perforated up here, so it tears off easily on your notepad. You can see that. So your pad's gonna tear off clean every time and have a nice line there going down. This is your morning and evening pad. So if you're kind of like thinking of things, what do I need to get done this morning? What do I need to get done this evening? If you're at work during the day or you're working at home during the day, this kind of divides up your personal tasks, morning and evening. So that is one of the options. This is a brain dump, which obviously I have already utilized and I'm still in the middle of. We're going to tear that one off so we can take a look at this. Your brain dump pad has 4 quadrants and has a heading here for each quadrant. So I like that you can label and categorize out those lists. If you don't want something in your planner, this is something else you just want out running around the house, or even if you're not getting the planner and you just like this brain dump notepad. And they are all constructed the same and all 50 sheets and $11. Then you have a prep day notepad, which I've seen Whitney show this a lot on her Instagram. This is like your prep day for the week. What do you need to get done? So what do you need to do to have a clean slate? And then your meal plan for the next week ahead. And you have labeled Monday through Sunday, your grocery list, and then an overview of the week. So kind of like Monday, we have whatever at whatever time, Tuesday, Wednesday. I really like this pad. I think it is very smart. And then this is your weekly meal plan notepad. Now this one is sticky. So there is this much of sticky on the top. It's a good amount of sticky and it feels like a really good sticking notepad. You can have your weekly meal plan where you can just stick this up on the fridge or stick it in your planner, stick it wherever you need it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Monday through Sunday, and then a grocery list with tick off boxes at the bottom and her signature blue ink on that page. Her aesthetic is so clean and calming. Those are all the products I had to share with you today, along with the planner. And let me know what you think about this planner and her products. Let me know if you have used this planner, because I do always like to know what you're thinking. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.